distinguished dignitaries on the dais, Mr. Ayogi, Dr. Ananta, delegates from different parts of the world, members from the UNESCO, MGIEP, members of the media, officers from the district administration, a very good morning to all of you. At the outset, I express my privilege to be a part of this historic conference which we've been proud to host year after year in Visakhapatnam. So from the district administration and the state government, I welcome all of you to this conference. The Tech 2019 is a very well-structured conference, improving year on year, taking themes which are more relevant for the education sector in the world. This year, with the theme Participate, Network and Learn, the Tech 2019 couldn't have been more meaningful. We expected a lot of secretaries from the state government to attend this conference, but the Legislative Assembly being in session, most of the secretaries could not make it to the event. So I am representing the state government on their behalf. The Tech 2019 started with the pre-conference sessions. All credit to Mr. Abel and his team. They've been in touch with us for the past over 3 months, trying to work out all the infrastructure, logistics, and other arrangements for this historic event. This wouldn't have been possible with the continuous support and cooperation of UNESCO in taking this forward, and the MGIEP as well. Coming to the main themes for this conference, the transformative pedagogies, reimagining the learning spaces, and data learning and education role of artificial intelligence. All three themes very much reflect the current concerns across the world, more so in India and Andhra Pradesh also. So I would not be taking much of the time, but I would dwell upon 3 important programs that the state government is embarking upon under the dynamic leadership of our Honorable Chief Minister. They are very much in tune with the themes that have been finalized for this year's Tech 2019 conference. In terms of reimagining the learning spaces, most of our schools, we have close to 4,000 schools. I would like to focus more on the school education, that is until the 10th standard, because these are the transformative years. These are the years where a kid's foundation for his higher education is laid. In terms of transforming the learning spaces, the Honorable Chief Minister embarked on an ambitious program called Nadu Nedu. Its English translation would be then and now. So the schools and their current infrastructure, including the gaps in infrastructure, would be carefully analyzed. Over a period of 3 years, taking 1/3 of schools every year, the government's intention is to improve the school infrastructure in a big way. It is a very ambitious project upon which all of us have embarked upon under the dynamic leadership of our Chief Minister. Insofar as Visakhapatnam district is concerned, we have identified for this year, 2019-20 financial year, 1,234 schools, 1, 2, 3, 4. So these are the schools which have already been identified for their infrastructural gaps. You could be facing a problem with running water, you could be having a problem with the toilets in schools, you could have problems in inadequacy of classrooms. There is a situation where the school is not having a compound wall, prone to encroachment of their playgrounds. So 9 such issues have been identified and 9 focus areas have been earmarked under the Nadu Nedu program. So we have all currently identified these 1,200 odd schools for their infrastructural gaps. So now from this month, in another couple of days, we would be embarking on improving the infrastructural gaps for all these schools. The target set for us by the Honorable Chief Minister is June of next year, by which time the schools open for the next academic session, by which time we have to improve these schools comprehensively and then showcase it to the civil society at large under the theme Nadu Nedu, which is the school then and the school now. So I'm sure all of us can give a big round of applause because this is one single largest program being taken up by the Andhra Pradesh government. The second theme that we face persistently when we work at the district level is a large percentage of school dropouts. Teams after teams, committees after committees have been constituted by Government of India to study the problem of school dropouts, more particularly among the girl children. So this is one theme which has been taken seriously by the Honorable Chief Minister, and he has conceptualized a program called Ammavadi, which the translation of which is Mother's Lap. All through us, most of us know very well that during our formative years, mother plays a very crucial role in building up our character, personality, and our view about the civil and view about the world. So mother's role in ensuring the child completes the mandatory elementary education cannot be overruled. So it is with that spirit that this program was conceived, and this program aims to incentivize every mother who sends her children to school without fail until he or she completes the elementary education to the full extent. So this program is currently being surveyed. All the school children, primarily the dropouts are focused after the primary education. Once you complete first standard to fifth standard, most of the girl children drop out without going for the upper primary, which includes 6 and 7. Once they complete, the second stage would be to target those children who complete 6 and 7 and fail to go up to 8, 9, and 10 subsequently. So in line with the Right to Education Act, which the Union Parliament has legislated, the Andhra Pradesh government incentivizes all mothers with a sum of 15,000 rupees every year to send their children without fail to schools and ensure a minimum of 75% attendance. So this ambitious program has already been launched by the Honorable Chief Minister, and the government is now surveying all the school children with the databases that we have, and we're cross-checking if any child has missed out from the database so as to make it all-inclusive and all-encompassing. The next major initiative taken by the Honorable Chief Minister is to make English medium compulsory for all the schools across the state. This is supposed to be done in a phased manner, starting with first to fifth standards, which will be starting from the next academic year. I am sure most of the teachers or most of the teaching community might not be fully equipped to take the English medium, imparting of education through the English medium to the full extent. It is with that gap in mind that we have also included an ambitious teacher training program to ensure that all the teachers are well trained, at least those concerning the primary education classes for the next year's launch, to impart education in the English medium. The textbooks and the other teaching material and the learning material also is being transformed or is being converted so as to make it student friendly and also teacher friendly, so that the students do not face a gap in understanding the concepts that are being taught to them. Telugu will, being the mother tongue of most of these children and being the official language of Andhra Pradesh, would continue to be given topmost priority as one of the language subjects. This was a challenging decision for the Chief Minister, but he took the decision keeping in view the global forces which is making the entire world into a global village. So English has assumed a lot of importance for higher studies, for children once they complete their graduation and post-graduation, to be able to compete with most of the private school children, especially coming from the remote interior areas of the state and the country. These children are unable to cope up with the competitive examinations coming from private school children. So in order to enable them to face the competition and in order to enable them to be a part of the global world, English as a standard medium of communication has to be introduced, was the vision of the Chief Minister. To that extent, he has taken these decisions in quick succession, and they are all now under active implementation in the state government. Furthermore, we have the challenge of economically and socially backward children studying in various hostels across the district and the state also. So these children normally reside in welfare hostels constructed by the state government under various departments. So these hostels also lack in infrastructure in many places, and it is with that intention that the Honorable Chief Minister directed all IAS officers, more so the district collectors, to halt one night in these hostels, understand the hardships being faced by children there, and thereupon improve the infrastructure for them to have a comfortable stay in the hostels and pursue their education. So to sum up, I would like to emphasize that the state government attaches a lot of importance for education, and this conference, more so happening in our state and in Vishakhapatnam district, will certainly come up at the end of these 2 days conference, will certainly come up with many bright ideas from all of us here, delegates from across the world. When you share your good practices, we would be open to accept the practices which are relevant to us and take the process forward. Once again, I welcome all of you to Vishakhapatnam district. The district administration feels very privileged to host this conference and would like to once again reiterate that our commitment to education and our Chief Minister's commitment to education is at the highest level. So with these initial remarks, I would like to once again thank UNESCO for hosting this conference here and putting in all efforts, and we look forward for a successful conference. Thank you, one and all.